And we welcome you back to the Gene K.
Freeman Aquatic Center, the Hall of Speed.
We invite everybody to do their Abby Weitzel and Leon Marchand imitations today. We're going to begin with event 7. The girls senior 200 meter freestyle. We have 7 heats of prelims. 24 swimmers will qualify into C, B, and A finals tonight. Heat 1. In lane 3, Julia Pearson, black line. Lane 4, Karen Lund of Aquajets. Lane 5, Kirsten Nelson, Granite City. And lane 4, Sarah Haugen of black line. Out in the 105 is Karen. And Karen trying to hold off a little challenge here. Julia on one side, Kirsten on the other.
It's Karen.
At the flags,
and
it's
at the
Karen.
wall.
Karen
at the
wall.
wall.
Karen
17-6.
17-6. And this is Sarah Haugen.
And
black
this is
line.
Sarah
Her
Haugen,
brings
the
a
black
311.
brings a 311.
In.
Seed time.
And
In.
that seed time is going to go bye-bye.
258-44.
New best time and under 3 minutes for Sarah.
Now
for
heat
Sarah.
2.
Now heat 2. In lane 1, Lily Vandersman, Sems. Lane 2, Sophie Scroggins, St. Croix. Lane 3, Kaya Georges, Aquajets. Lane 4, Lucy Troyak, Edina. Lane 5, Geneva Fackler of Edina. Lane 6, Natalie Kubashek, South Metro Storm. Lane 7, Annika Arlinson of Riptide. And in lane 8, North Suburban's Erica Turkington. And Annika and Geneva
And
turning
Annika
just about
and
right
Geneva
together.
turning just about right together.
Pair of high 103s. And Geneva pulling out a little bit here in the second 100. Closing in lane
Lucy
4.
closing in lane 4.
And Geneva 211.9.
Geneva 211.9.
Heat 3. Heat 3. Lane 1, Audrey Peterson of Edina. Lane 2, Caroline Mulrooney, Riptide. Lane 3, Hannah Denzer, Mantas. Lane 4, Rachel Broadhead, Aquajets. Lane 5, Ireland Vogel, Minnetonka. In lane 6, Val Childs of Sea Devils. Lane 7, Maddie Schrank, Edina. And lane 8, Piper Crosby, Hurricanes. Rachel in lane 4, 103, followed closely by Maddie Schrank. Val Childs right behind. And looks like Maddie Schrank is hitting this last 100 pretty hard. And there's a 211.07. 211.07. Best time so far.
Best time
for Maddie
so far
Schrank.
for Maddie
Right
Schrank.
behind Val Childs.
Right behind Val Childs.
Now heat 4. Now heat 4. In lane 1 is Tessa Lindstrom of Riptide. Lane 2 is her teammate Emma Vogan. Lane 3 from Edina is Anya Naimo. Lane 4, Riptide's Molly Johnson. Lane 5, Emily Alberts of Edina. Lane 6, Addison Forche of SEMS. Lane 7, Izzy Andrachek, Aquajets. And lane 8, Amelia Labno of the South Metro Storm. Molly Johnson in 4, Lizzie Undercheck in 7. It's Molly. At the flags, it's Molly.
At the wall.
It's
At
Molly.
the wall.
It's Molly. 2:11:42. 2:11:42. And by a whisker. Slips in ahead of Maddie Schrank. Now heat 5. This is the first of our circle seated heats. And in lane 1 is Caitlin Arseth, Aquajets. Lane 2, Maya Tellez, Sems. Lane 3, Maya Kangas of Minnetonka. Lane 4, Ivy Solt, Aquajets. Lane 5, Ella Hall, Aquajets. Lane 6, Haley Zellen of South Metro Storm. Lane 7, Lainey Anderley of Edina. And lane 8, Catherine Duick of Minnetonka. This is Ella Hall in the pink cap in lane 5. Pink cap in lane 5, taking her first 100 out like the world is going to end tomorrow. 60.8 for Ella. Ivy Solt in lane 4, closing up a little bit. And Ivy ahead by a whisker. Ivy already has her futures cut. And Ella looking a little bit like that first 100 was maybe a little too hot. We'll see. She may make it back. We'll see. And there's a nice 2:05.7. Best time of the season. Best time of the season for Ivy. A terrific last 100. A terrific last 100. 2:08. Ella in at 2:08.43. Now heat 6. In lane 1, Audrey Sotanto. Lane 3, Lydia Cameron. Lane 4, Ella Passy. Audrey from Aquajets. Lydia from Foxjets. Ella from the Riptide Jets. Lane 5, Grayson Andreen, Aquajets. Lane 6, Katie Miller, Blackline Jets. Lane 7, Ava Reich, Southeast Metro Sharks. And lane 8 is Ava's teammate, Mallory Payne. And four across. Mid 102 to 103 flat. And going to be just about a dead heat
here between
Lydia and Ella. Ella by 9/100.
Ella by 9/100.
Couple of 208s. As they very likely will punch their ticket to the A final. And now heat 7. In lane 1, Annika Wright of St. Croix. Lane 2, Quincy Wheeler, Minnetonka. Lane 3, Sydney Detman, St. Croix. Lane 4, top seed is Aquajet's Claudia Chang. Next door is Libby McCarthy of Edina. Lane 6, Tate Deal of Riptide. Lane 7, Torrin McGillis, St. Croix. And lane 8, Erica Schraber of Edina. And Libby McCarthy. Out fast, terrific. 100 turn by Claudia Chang. Claudia's already been a 103, which makes a junior national cut. Libby has got a futures cut already. And don't snooze on Torrin McGillis in lane 7. She is right there with Claudia and Libby. And Claudia is going to cruise. To a 208. That will definitely get in. Second to Torrin with a 209.1. 6 for Libby. Next up, the boys 200 free. Heat 1. In lane 2, Henry Salida Hurricanes. Lane 3, Bennett Burfind of South Metro Storm. Lane 4, Patrick Gabler, Edina. Lane 5, Reese Carlson, Minnetonka. Lane 6, Andrew Linden, Rochester. And lane 7, Luis Flores, Mako. And we'd like to announce the first of our random prize drawings. A big congratulations to Alex Peterson of Storm. He wins 4 State Fair tickets. Alex, the winner of our first random prize drawing. 4 State Fair tickets. Alex. Congratulations, Alex. Andrew Linden is out fast. Looks like he's hanging on pretty good, keeping the turnover up. Andrew comes in at 2:08.4. He's going to make a hash of that seed time. Pace has dropped off a little bit, but he could be a 2:06. At the worst, maybe better. And Andrew is hanging on. And a 2:04.44.
A 4-second drop.
Andrew, you're the new mayor of PR City. Now heat two. In lane 1, William Turk, Aquajets. Lane 2, Paul Fasson, Monticello. Lane 3, Leo Kalvik, Hurricanes. Lane 4, Carter Johnson of High Tides. Lane 5, Logan Sear, Lifetime. Lane 6, Luke Schmitzer, North Suburban. Lane 7, Will Durfee, Riptide. And lane 8, Alex Kearney of Velocity Aquatics. And now heat 3. In lane 1, Cooper Polson, Velocity. Lane 2, Kaiden Chang, South Metro. Lane 3, Gavin Potter of Rochester. Lane 4, Mikey Turk, Aquajets. Lane 5, Alex Cosell, Tuna. Lane 6, James Lemus, Minnetonka. 7, Walter Royal, Hurricanes. And lane 8, Brix DeWitt of Minnetonka. And Mikey Turk looks like he's going to go wire to wire. 2:00:68. 2:00:68. A 2.9 second drop for Mikey. 2.9 second drop for Mikey. Now heat 4. Now heat 4. In lane 1, Truett Carlson. In lane 1, Truett Carlson. St. Cloud lane 2, Danny By. North Suburban. Danny By. Lane North 3, Suburban. Max Louie. Lane 3, Max Louie. Lane 4, J.P. Kirchner. Lane 4, J.P. Kirchner. Edina. Lane 5, Casey Parker. West Express. Lane 6, Will Curvin. Hurricanes. Lane 7, Ben Thompson of Blackline. And lane 8, Ben Jabs of Minnetonka. And it's all happening over on the far side of the pool. Lanes 6, 7, 8. As Will, Ben, and Ben. Two minutes here. Maybe under Will. 2 minutes here for Ben,
Will.
rather. Ben Jabs.
For Ben, rather. Ben Jabs.
159. Nice swim, Ben. Nice swim, Ben. And now heat 5. And now heat 5. In this, the first of our circle seeded heats, Josiah March is in lane 2. Lane 3, Sam Siegler. Lane 4, Max Casal. Lane 5, Anthony Hoyt. Lane 6, Charlie Folks. Lane 7, Landon Valpo. And lane 8, Will Barth. Here are the qualifiers in the girls 200 freestyle. Second alternate, Annika Arlenson. First alternate, Maya Kangas. Qualifying into the C final. Addison Forche. 23rd, Maya Tellez. 22nd, 21st, Annika Wright. 21st, Annika Wright. 20th, Rachel Broadhead. 20th, Rachel Broadhead. Wheeler. 19th, Quincy Wheeler. 18th, and 17th, Ava Reich. 17th, Ava Reich. Qualifying into the B final. In 16th, Izzy Andrzejczyk. 15, Geneva Fackler. 14, Tate Deal. 13, Val Childs. 12, Molly Johnson. 11, Mallory Payne. 10, Maddie Schrank. 9, Grayson Andreen. And qualifying into the A final, in 8th, Katie Miller. 7, Libby McCarthy. 6, Torrin McGillis. 5, Claudia Chang. 4, Ella Hall. 3, Lydia Cameron. 2, Ella Passy on our top qualifier at 2:05.74 from Aquajets, Ivy Solt. Official meet time is 10:45. This event will close at 11:15. Swimmers and coaches, we urge you to scratch. We urge you no matter where you have finished. No matter where you have finished. Whether it's 49th or scratch if you do not intend to swim tonight. Now heat 6. Now heat 6. In lane 1, Brendan Panka, South Metro. Lane 2, Evan Schroeder, Black Line. Lane 3, Gus Marin, Fox Jets. Lane 4, Ethan Cosin, South Metro. Lane 5, North Suburbans, Lucas McGann. Lane 6, Theo Johansson of Mako. Lane 7, Jonah Hoffman, South Metro. And lane 8, Patrick Curran of Riptide. And 3 right together, Lucas, Theo, and Jonah. Lucas, Theo, and Jonah, all out in 57 mid. Ethan in 4, Lucas in 5. And the big reach by Ethan. 57-4. 57-4. Best time for Lucas. Best time for Lucas. 6. 57-6. Now heat 7. Now heat 7. Your attention, coaches and officials, if you're off duty, lunch is served. Lunch is available for you. Swimming in lane 1. From Riptide, our 800 meter champion from last night, Mark Heide. Lane 2, Hastings Matt Galena. Lane 3, Ryan McGurk of Aquajets. Lane 4 is our top seed from Minnetonka, Matthew Walker. In lane 5, Juan Pablo Montori of Rochester. 6, Gunnar Severson. Lane 6, Gunnar Severson. Lane 7, Jack Gepprich of Edina. 7, Jack Gepprich of Edina. William Radetzky of Riptide. William Radetzky of Riptide. And just checking once again if Alex Peterson, the winner of our first random prize drawing, has picked up his State Fair tickets. Alex, congratulations. You picked them up? Yay. There will be more random prize drawings throughout the course of the meet. Right now, capturing our attention, Juan Pablo Montori, Rochester. 200 freestylers having a pretty good day. 157.6. And Juan Pablo punches his ticket to the A final. Our next event will be the girls. 100 meter breaststroke. He won. He won. Lane 2, Sarah Haugen, a black line. Sarah Haugen, a black line. Lane 3, Katie Freakstad of Great Wolf. Lane 4, Ella Stark, Edina. Lane 5, Madison Whitty, High Tides. And lane 6, Adelaide Bielke of St. Croix. Heat 2. Heat 2. In lane 1 is Haley Stutko, West Express. Lane 2, Emma Dees, North Suburban. Lane 3, Margaret Severson, Sems. Lane 4, Christine Kessens, Foxjets. Lane 5, Grace Barone of Rochester. Lane 6, Avery Doom, Granite City. Lane 7, Ray Robeck, North Suburban. And lane 8, Mallory Knutson of Velo City. And a 122.6 for Christine. 6 for Christine. Heat 3. Heat 3. Lane 1 is Mercy March of Aquajets. Lane 2, her teammate Megan Englert. In lane 3, Veronica Finicani Tuccio of Foxjets. Lane 4, Layla Cook, Monticello. Lane 5, Julia Zimpel, Lake Superior. Lane 6, Janie Seidschlag of Edina. Lane 7, Addie Thompson Klimke of Sea Devils. And lane 8, Samantha Olson of Black Line. And Julia Simbel of Lake Superior.
Simbel
Nice
of
121
Lake
one.
Nice 121
Her
one.
best time by a couple seconds.
Her best time by a couple seconds.
Heat 4. Heat 4. In lane 1, Maggie Hubert of Rochester. Lane 2, Linnea Brandt, Tuna. Lane 3, Lydia Jostock of Velocity. Lane 4, Lucy Seidschlag, St. Croix. Lane 5, Laya Dye, Hurricanes. Lane 6, Sarah Call, Minnetonka. Lane 7, Claire Breast of Blackline. And lane 8, Grace Erkey, Alexandria.
And a nice hot one in lane 2.
Nice hot one in lane 2.
With a 118.7.
With a 118.7.
And now heat 5. And now heat 5.
In lane 1, Bella Kern. In lane 1, Bella Kern, Velocity. Lane 2, Mary Miller, Blackline. Lane 3, Rose Urich, Great Wolf. Lane 4, Julia Anderson of St. Croix. Lane 5, Chloe Niedzelski, Tuna. Lane 6, Ava Appleton, Blackline. Lane 7, Megan McMorran, Sea Devils. And lane 8, Sophia Blinkow, Rochester. And Julia, 120.9. 120.9. Heat 6. Heat 6. In lane 1, Ella Matson of North Suburban. Lane 2, Torrin McGillis, St. Croix. Lane 3, Carolyn DeLuca, Neptune. Lane 4, Annika Olson of Blackline. Lane 6, Anne Marie Johnson of the Minnesota Flyers. Lane 7, Taylor Thompson, Edina. And lane 8, Maggie Aaron, Blackline. And Black Line Zanika sneaks in. Just ahead of Anne-Marie, 120.4. Now heat 7. In lane 1 is Ella Wanstura, Great Wolf. Lane 2, Abby Williams, Winona. Lane 3, Sarah Hurley of Minnetonka. Lane 4, Alana Biebel, St. Croix. Lane 5, Ella Schmiesing of Neptune. Lane 6, Reese Hewlett, Aquajets. Lane 7, Olivia Knox of Great Wolf. And lane 8, Lillian Moore, St. Croix. Little outside smoke here in lane 1. Good for second. And an 18 and a half. 118.52. 118.52 for Ella in lane 5. Heat 8. Lane 1 is Kendall Schindler, Aquajets. Lane 2, Hadley Wartner, Mint Flyers. Lane 3, Gisela Heskamp of Granite City. Lane 4, Sophie Blixt of Rochester. Lane 5, Ella Drews, Aquajets. Lane 6, Haley Riley, Sea Devils. Lane 7, Nora Robbie of Minnetonka. And lane 8, Alana Schmitzer, North Suburban. Sophie in lane 4 from Rochester, the red cap. From Rochester, the red cap gets in at a 117.1. And now heat 9. Lane 1, Dora Natchez, St. Croix. 2, Paige Olson, Minnetonka. 3, Logan Nord, Storm. Lane 4, Ava Allingham, Aquajets. 5, Eliana Auerbach. Happy birthday, Eliana. Foxjets. Lane 6, Grace Netz, Aquajets. 7, Ava McNamara Hastings. And lane 8, Taylor Gergen of the Tiger Sharks. Here are the qualifiers for the boys 200 freestyle. Second alternate, Cooper Polson. First alternate, Matt Glenna. We have a tie for 23rd between Theo Johansson and Gus Marin. 22nd, Casey Parker. 21, Anthony Hoyt. 20, William Radetsky. 19, Matthew Walker. 18, Mikey Turk. And 17, Will Curvin. Into the B final tonight. 16, Jack Geprich. 15, Will Barth. 14, Ben Thompson. 13, Charlie Folks. 12, Ben Jobs. 11, Brendan Penka. 10, and Brian Mark Heidi. And 9, into the A final. into the
8,
A final.
Sam Siegler.
8,
7,
Sam
Gunnar
Siegler.
Larson. 7,
I'm sorry,
Gunnar
Gunnar
Larson.
Severson.
I'm sorry, Gunnar
6,
Severson.
Jonah Hoffman.
6,
Jonah Hoffman.
4, 5, rather.
4,
Lucas McGann.
5, rather.
4,
Lucas
Juan
McGann.
Pablo Montori.
4, Juan
Third,
Pablo
Ethan
Montori.
Kosin.
Second,
Third, Ethan
Josiah
Kosin.
March.
Second,
top
Josiah
qualifier.
March.
On our
With a
top
time of
qualifier.
156.
With a time of
156.
point
Is
is
Max Casal of Riptide.
Is Max Casal of Riptide.
Is
Official
11:07.
Is
This
11:07.
event will close at 11:37.
And swimmers and coaches are reminded to scratch
all the way down the sheet.
All the way
Whether
down
you
the sheet.
Are second or are
42nd
or
please
42nd.
scratch anybody who
Please
is not going to
scratch
swim
anybody
tonight.
who is not going to swim tonight. Heat 10. Heat 10.
This is the second of our circle seeded heats. In lane 1, Natalie Hendricks, Aquajets. Lane 2, Aquajets Riley Hewlett. Lane 3, Madeline Reed of St. Croix. Lane 4, Ariana Zellen, South Metro Storm. Lane 5, Hallie Drossel, Alexandria. Lane 6, Faith Ring, Riptide. Lane 7, Olivia Wimberger, Aquajets. And lane 8, Michaela Kangas of Minnetonka. Ariana and Hallie right in the middle of the pool. And Ariana, 114 flat, 114 flat. Heat 11, Heat 11. In lane 1, Megan Listy of Aquajets. Lane 2, Olivia Dolan, Riptide. Lane 3, Catherine Dueck, Minnetonka. 4, Quincy Wheeler, Minnetonka. Lane 5, Ella Hall, Aquajets. Lane 6, Eleanor Hughes, Aquajets. In lane 7, Izzy Satterley, South Metro Storm. And lane 8, Aaron Precker of Edina. Lane 6, Eleanor Hughes with a good push. 114.65. And that makes a futures cut for Eleanor. Congratulations. What are you doing next weekend? Next up, the boys 100 breaststroke. He won. In lane 3, Henry Salida, Hurricanes. Lane 4, William Truskowski, Rochester. Lane 5, Dylan Murphy of the Hurricanes. And lane 6, Joe Hemberger of Edina. In heat 2. In heat 2. Lane 1, Derek Bang-O of Black Line. Lane 2, Logan Schweigert, Southeast Metro Sharks. 3, Caden Stursinski, Minnetonka. In lane 4, Tyler Winter, Velocity. Lane 5, Roman Perry, Black Line. Lane 6, Owen Parada of Rochester. In lane 7, Isaac McFall, Minnetonka. And lane 8, Patrick Gabler of Edina. And a pair of mid 112s for Roman, 112s for Roman and Tyler. Heat 3. Heat 3. In lane 1, Jackson Price of North-South Metro. Lane 2, Sam Swanson of Velocity. 3, Aiden Haverman, Southeast Metro Sharks. Lane 4, Owen Larson, West Express. Lane 5, Leighton Black, Hurricanes. Lane 6, Jordan Hogue, Amantas. Lane 7, Luke Schmitzer, North Suburban. And lane 8, Griffin Larson of the Minneapolis Otters. And a little outside smoke here for Jackson. Smoke here for Jackson. 111.05. 111.05. 5-second drop for Jackson. 5-second drop for Jackson. Heat 4. Heat 4. Lane 1, Henry Rosenhagen, Aquajets. Lane 2, Ishan Salunki, Foxjets. Lane 3, Dro Warren, Aquajets. Lane 4, Daniel Shelstad of Minnetonka. Lane 5, Eli Holmes, Rochester. Lane 6, Casey Parker, West Express. Lane 7, Cooper Polzin, Velocity. And lane 8, Dane Dow, Black Line. Cooper is showing his velocity. Over in lane 7. The 109.48. 109.48. Best time so far. And about a 5-second drop. For Cooper, nice swim. For Cooper, nice swim. Now, Heat 5. Heat 5. In lane 1, Nolan Elg, Velocity. Lane 2, Matt Bomberger, Flyers. Lane 3, Emmett Botten, North Suburban. Lane 4, Raymond Webb, Sems. Lane 5, Jack Gepfridge, Edina. Lane 6, Luke Vipond, Blackline. Lane 7, Eli Petrin, Aquajets. And lane 8, Jack Schwigert of Sems. Event 7, the women's 200 freestyle, is closed with 1 scratch and 2 intent to scratch. Once again, event 7, the women's 200 freestyle, is now closed with 1 scratch and 2 intent to
Don't
scratch.
forget, time trial sign
Don't
up.
forget, time
closes
trial sign up at
closes
the start of event
at the
12.
start
of event 12. This is event 10. This is event 10. And a 109 and a half by Luke Vipond. Heat 6. Heat 6. In lane 1, Soonhong Chua, Aquajets. Lane 2, Lucas Becker, Aquajets. 3, Nathan Hare, Great Wolf. 4, Alan Pham, Minnetonka. 5, Caden Sumption, Central Minnesota. 6, Grady Barfrigi, Rochester. 7, Kai Sackrider, Min Flyers. And 8, lane 8, William Turk of Aquajets. Here are the qualifiers for the women's 100 breaststroke. Second alternate is Haley Riley. First alternate, Alana Biebel. Into the C final in 24th, Taylor Gergen. 23, Ella Hall. 22, Linnea Brandt. Lane 21, Era Precker. Lane in 20th, Ella Wanshura. 19, Natalie Hendricks. 18, Ella Schmiesing. And 17, Olivia Wimberger. Qualifying into the B final in 16th, Grace Netz. 15, Ella Drews. 14, Olivia Nolan. 13, Logan Norrid. 12, Izzy Satterley. 11, Sophie Listy. 10, and Megan Listy. Catherine and Dueck. 9, Catherine into the A final in 8th place. Quincy Wheeler in 8th place. 7, Quincy Wheeler. Ring. 7, 6, Faith Maddie Reed. 6, 5th, Maddie Reed. Ileana Auerbach. 5th, Ileana Auerbach. Ellie Drossel. 4th, Eleanor Hughes. 3rd, Ariana Zellen. 2nd, Ariana qualifier at 118. 113.85. 113.85 is Ava Allingham. The official time 11:20 is 11:20. And this event will close at 11:50. Now heat 7. Now heat 7. Lane 1, Grady Evenson, Storm. 2, Nick Starkovich, Edina. Lane 3, Mason Krings, Tuna. Lane 4, Jensen Richard of Rochester. Lane 5, Henry Botten, North Suburban. Lane 6, Owen Baudette, South Metro Storm. 7, Danny Bai, North Suburban. And 8, Brady Guanyanpa of Mako. And Jensen keeping the momentum going for Rochester. Momentum going for Rochester. 29. A 108.29. Heat 8. Heat 8. We are now into our circle seated heats. Lane 1, Tony Nevercall, St. Croix. Lane 2, Mikey Turk, Aquajets. Lane 3, James McCarthy, Aquajets. 4, Cooper Krantz, Storm. 5, Carson Whitty, Minnetonka. 6, Braden Ripken, the Flyers. 7, Caden Liao, Aquajets. And lane 8, Gage Boucher, Storm. Carson Whitty of Minnetonka. He's in first, but right behind. He's in first, but right behind. 105 mid. Para 105 Cooper mid. And James. Cooper and James. Heat 9. Lane 1, Ethan LeBounty, South Metro Storm. 2, Quinlan Schrader, Riptide. 3, Max Satry, St. Cloud. 4, Max Schreiber, North Suburban. Lane 5, Andrew Colgan, Hurricanes. Lane 6, Brandon Wilczek, Tiger Sharks. Lane 7, Noah Tague, High Tides. And lane 8, Isaac Pan of the Flyers. Both Max and Andrew already have junior national cuts. In fact, this event is loaded. Our top 6 seeds have their junior national cuts. Of course, not all of them are junior swimmers. But meet manager doesn't know that. There's a hot one out of Quinlan Schrader in lane 2. A 104.69 for Quinlan. That's a 3-second drop. That's a lot of time in 100 breaststroke. Good swim, Quinlan. Now heat 10. Lane 1, Jackson Kogler, St. Croix. Lane 2, Zed Waring, Aquajets. Lane 3, Ronald Henn, unattached. Lane 4, Alex Deng, Aquajets. Lane 5, Joshua Heidi, Riptide. Lane 6, Rohan D'Souza Larson, Edina. Lane 7, Evan Whitty of Minnetonka. And lane 8, Caleb Urban of Hastings. And looks like Alex is going to cruise to a 104.9. And we move on now to the girls 100 butterfly. Heat 1. And before we meet Heat 1, a reminder that sign up for time trials closes at the conclusion of this event. You sign up in the event office. Time trial signups close at the end of this event, and there are 12 heats. Lane 2 is Veronica Finicani Tuccio, Fox Jets. Lane 3, Olivia Howie, Riptide. Lane 4, Mallory Knudsen of Velocity. Lane 5, Bella Pope, Great Wolf. And lane 6, Ashley Miranda Limon of Northfield. And muy bella. And muy 109.7. 109.7. Lane 5. In lane 5. Heat 2. Heat 2. In lane 1, Ella Matson, North Suburban. Lane 2, Julia Anderson of St. Croix. Lane 3, Abby Gierke, Velocity. Lane 4, Hey Siri, Wilkes of Great Wolf. Whoop, that just triggered my phone. Lane 5, Sydney Thompson, Fox Jets. 6, Izzy McKeel, Riptide. Lane 7, Addison Pavick of Riptide. And lane 8, Bella Kern of Velocity. Heat 3. Heat 3. In lane 1, Henley Hatsung, Minnetonka. 3, Lucy Seidschlag, St. Croix. Lane 4, Josephine Larson of Hastings. In 5, Lily Vandersman, Sharks. 6, Velocity's Amelia Schaefer. Lane 7, Lily Kowal of Fox Jets. And in lane 8, her teammate, Paige Maureen. And a flock of 109s. And a flock of 109s. Heat 4. Heat 4. Lane 1, Lucia Freed of Tuna. Lane 2, Ella Lee Mantis. Lane 3, Nora Kelly, Sems. 4, Evelyn Allen of Aquajets. Lane 5 is Erica Turkington, North Suburban. 6, Harper Bushman, Hurricanes. 7, Ivy Solt, Aquajets. And lane 8, Sophia Kovalenko, Hastings.
And first touch belongs to Lucia.
First touch belongs
in
to
lane
Lucia.
One, little outside
In
smoke.
lane one, little
And a
outside
107.4.
smoke.
And a 107.4.
107.7 for Ivy Solt.
107.7 for Ivy Solt.
Heat 5. Heat 5. In lane one, Megan Willenbring, St. Cloud Y. Lane 2, Aaliyah Lewick, Flyers. Lane 3, Molly Seidel, Aquajets. Lane 4, Maggie Kolb, Sems. Lane 5, Riley Hewlett, Aquajets. Lane 6, Ray Ruback of North Suburban. 7, Madison Parkin, Foxjets. And lane 8, Josie Strobel, Aquajets. First at the wall on the outside, Aquajets, Josie Strobel out in a 31.5. And looks like Josie going to make it hold up. Josie going to make it hold up.
Perfect timing for Josie.
Perfect
A
timing for Josie.
107.09.
A 107.09. Heat 6. Heat 6. Lane 1, Taylor Gergen, Tiger Sharks. Lane 2, Ellie Deal, Sea Devils. Lane 3, Anna Schrag of Riptide. Lane 4, Alex Peterson, South Metro Storm. Lane 5, Jennifer Pearson, Aquajets. Lane 6, Sam Olchin, Rochester. 7 is Jordan Lindeen of the Sharks. Lane 8, Nora Cordum from Northfield. And Jennifer Pearson with a nice touch just ahead of Ellie Deal. Just ahead of Ellie Deal. Nora Cordon. Nice 106.9. Nice 106.9. Nice drop for Nora. Nice drop for Nora. Now Heat 7. Now Heat 7. In lane 1, Melanie Wachiko, Sems. Lane 2, Linnea Calabo, Aquajets. Lane 3, also Aquajets, Rachel Broadhead. In lane 4, Lucy Triac of Edina. Lane 5, Mia David, Flyers. Lane 6, Ashton Stewart of Hastings. Lane 7, Ellie Bina of North Suburban. And lane 8, Kirsten Nelson, Granite City. And lane 8, Kirsten Nelson of Granite City. Kirsten Nelson of Granite City. 106.9. Heat 8. Heat 8. Lane 1, Regan Miller, West
Lane
Express.
1,
Lane
Regan
2,
Miller,
Mary
West
McCormick,
Express.
Lane
Lane 2,
2, Mary McCormick, St. Croix. Lane 3, Mallory Payne, Sams. Lane 4, Sarah Hurley, Minnetonka. Lane 5, Elizabeth Oakland, Riptide. Lane 6, teammate Stella Bouchard. Lane 7, Chloe Bushman, Hurricanes. And lane 8, Ava Reich of Sams. Here are the qualifiers for the boys 100 breaststroke. Second alternate is Brady Huelapa. First alternate, Mikey Turk. Into the C final at 24, Jackson Kogler. 23, Braden Ripken. 22, Caden Liao. 21, Ethan LeBounty. 20, Richard Jensen. Tie for 18th, Ronald Henn and Caleb Urban. 17, Brandon Wilczek. Qualifying into the B final in 16, Noah Tague. 15, Gage Boucher. Tied for 13th, Tony Nevercall and Evan Whitty. 12, Isaac Pan. 11, Max Schurer. 10, Zed Warren. 9, Max Sathry. Qualifying into the A final
Andrew
in
Coughlin.
8th. 7,
Andrew Coughlin.
Tasha Heidi. 7, 6,
Tasha
Rohan
Heidi.
D'Souza Larson.
6th, Rohan D'Souza
5th,
Larson.
James McCarthy.
5th,
4th, Cooper
James
Krantz.
McCarthy.
3rd,
4th, Cooper
Carson
Krantz.
Whitty.
3rd,
2nd,
Carson
Alex
Whitty.
Dang.
2nd,
top
Alex
qualifier
Dang.
at 104.69 is Quinlan Schrader.
Is Quinlan
Meet
Schrader.
time is 11:39.
Is 11:39.
And this event will close.
And this event
at
will
12:09. You're reminded to scratch
12:09. You're reminded to
anywhere
scratch
on the sheet.
top to
Anywhere on the
bottom.
sheet.
Top to bottom.
Wherever your name appears on the
Wherever
sheet,
your
scratch.
name
If you are
appears
not
on the sheet,
intending to
scratch. If
swim.
you are not intending to swim.
Heat 9. Heat 9. Lane 1, Holly Lenars, St. Cloud. 2, Madison Whitty, High Tides. 3, Lainey Anderley of Edina. 4, McKenna Hultgren, South Metro Storm. 5, Peyton Hultgren, South Metro Storm. 6, Audrey Sotanto, Aquajets. 7, Libby McCarthy, Edina. And lane 8, Kira Arnes of Hastings. And Peyton. 105.4. 105.4. Now we move into the circle seated heats. Heat 10. Circle seated heats. Heat 10. In lane 1, Sydney Detman of St. Croix. Lane 2, Maddie Schrank, Edina. Lane 3, Adriana Clement, South Metro Storm. Lane 4, Evie Wood, St. Croix. 5, Emily Harstad, Fox Jets. 6, Claudia Chang of Aquajets. Lane 7, Tate Deal of Riptide. And lane 8, Logan Norrid of South Metro Storm. And Evie Wood, couple tenths faster than her best time of the year. Faster than her best time of the year. Reinforces her junior's cut. Now heat 11. In lane 1, Val Childs of Sea Devils. 2, Kaya Flaherty, Tuna. Lane 3, Julia Bartel, Aquajets. Lane 4, Ava McCarthy, Hastings. Lane 5, Faith Larson, Aquajets. Lane 6, Lydia Cameron, Foxjets. Did I say Foxjets for Faith? Faith is Foxjets, Lydia Foxjets. Lane 7, Faith McAdam of Edina. And lane 8, Izzy Satterley of South Metro. And very tight racing in the middle of the pool. Tight racing in the middle of the pool. And longest fingernails belong to Ava McCarthy. 104.1. 4 100ths ahead of Lydia Cameron. 100ths ahead of Lydia Cameron. Heat 12. Heat 12. Reminder, coaches, that the time trial sign-up closes when these swimmers hit the wall. Lane 1, Sophie Norstead, Edina. Lane 2 is Sophie's teammate Anna Farley. Lane 3, Lily Van Heel of the Sea Devils. Lane 4, Haley Zellen, South Metro. 5, Grayson Andreen, Aquajets. Lane 6, Maggie Farley, Edina. Lane 7, Abby Volker, West Express. And lane 8, Ariana Zellen of South Metro. And Haley gets it in. Haley gets it in. 102.6. Time trial sign up is closed. Time trial sign up is closed. Boys fly, he won. Boys fly, he won. In lane 3, Joe Hemberger. In lane 3, Joe Hemberger, Edina. Lane 4, Grant Stahlbach, Monticello. Lane 5, Nolan Elg of Velocity. Hey, swimmers, don't forget, get your apparel, your state meet, sweatshirts and t-shirts and such for sale in the usual place just outside the concourse to the south. This is shaping up to be a meet to remember, and you'll want to remember it with a commemorative sweatshirt or t-shirt or hoodie or something. And all right together, Grant and Nolan. Heat 2. Heat 2. In lane 2, Elliot Subi of Tuna. Lane 3, Brady Wenyampa, Mako. Lane 3, Ogun Yeager, Southeast Metro. Lane 5, Aiden Pana, West Express. Lane 6, Anthony Whitty, High Tides. And lane 7, Jovan Langseth, Riptide. 1037 for Aiden. 1037 for Aiden. Heat 3. Heat 3. In lane one, Mark Jacoby Crone, Edina. Lane 2, Albert Hu, Rochester. Lane 3, Liam Shones, Hurricanes. Lane 4 is Liam. Lane 5 is Andrew Colgan, Hurricanes. Lane 6, William Curry, West Express. 7, Lucas Becker, Aquajets. And lane 8, Daniel Cameron of the Minneapolis Otters. $60.7 for Lucas. 60.7 for Lucas. Now heat 4. Now heat 4. In lane 1, Cooper Krantz, Storm. Lane 2, Matthew Warwig, Riptide. Lane 3, Joey Zellen of Lake Superior. Lane 4, Logan Sear, Lifetime. 5, Hunter Jokinen of St. Cloud. Lane 6, Eli Holmes of Rochester. Lane 7, Matthew Krogman, West Express. And lane 8, Luis Flores of Mako. And Matthew Warwick bypasses the 59, goes right to a 58.80. Right to a 58.80. Matthew, nice swim, Matthew. Heat 5. Heat 5. In lane one is Mikey Turk, Aquajets. Lane 2, Victor Trin, South Metro. Lane 3, Braxton Helmers, Foxjets. Lane 4, Aiden Johnson, Rochester. Lane 5, Jack Gepridge of Edina. Lane 6, Taylor Matter, Mako. Lane 7, Will Barth of Blackline. And in lane 8, Casey Parker, West Express. And our first 59, Jack Gepridge, 59 and a half. Gepridge, 59 and a half. Now heat 6. Now heat 6. Lane 1, J.P. Kirchner of Edina. Lane 2, William Rudetsky of Riptide. Lane 3, Wyatt Fredine, St. Croix. Lane 4, Gus Marin, Foxjets. 5, Ryan Close, of Minnetonka. Lane 6, Will Kerben, Hurricanes. Lane 7, Mason Krings of Tuna. And lane 8, Hedden Lenars of St. Cloud. And Ryland close. And Ryland got
close.
It happening there in lane 5. And there's a 58-91. There's a 58-91. A real shot at the futures cut. Real shot at the futures tonight cut in one of those finals. Tonight in one of those finals. Heat 7. Heat 7. Swimming in lane 1, Rohan D'Souza Larson of Edina. Lane 2, Gage Boucher of the Storm. Lane 3 is teammate Bennett Burfine. Lane 4, Sams Gunnar Severson. Lane 5 from Tonka, Max Louie. In lane 7, the Sharks, Ian Novak. And lane 8 from North Suburban, Willie Coburn. And our first 57, Gage Boucher. 57, Gage 57.99. 57.99. Almost a 3-second drop for Gage. Almost a 3-second drop for Gage. Now heat 8. Now heat 8. Lane 1 is Max Carter, the Hurricanes. Lane 2, Matt Glenna, Hastings. Lane 3, his teammate Mitchell LeMay. Lane 4, also the Hurricanes, Walter Royal. Lane 6, Morgan Gillard, Sharks. Lane 7, Colin O'Connor, Edina. And lane 8, Jonah Hoffman of the Storm. And it looks like Morgan with a 58-6. Morgan with a 58-6. There's going to be some pretty fast finals tonight. Heat 9. Heat 9. Now into our circle seated heats. In lane 1, Noah Cochran. Lane 3, Grady Evenson. Both from South Metro Storm. Lane 4, Juan Pablo Montori of Rochester. Lane 5, Henry Rosenhagen, Aquajets. Lane 6, Grace Cisco, Aquajets. Lane 7, Matt Bomberger, the Flyers. And lane 8, Lucas McGann of North Suburban. And Juan Pablo powering it in. 56-7-7. 56-7-7. 56-89 for Grady. 86-89 for Grady. Heat 10.
Heat 10.
Lane 1 is Tonka's Reese Carlson. Lane 2, Philip Jensen of Hastings. Lane 3, Max Sathry, St. Cloud. Lane 4, Sven Becker, St. Croix. Lane 5, Max Castle, Riptide. 6, Caden Chang, South Metro. 7, Evan Whitty, Minnetonka. And lane 8, Brendan Panka, South Metro. And looking smooth and strong in lane 5 is Max. And a 55.78 for Max. 78 for Max. Now heat 11. Now heat 11. In lane 1, Ethan Cosen of Storm. Lane 2, Elliot Bartel, Mantas. Lane 3, Mason Keppers, Central Minnesota. 4, Matthew Walker, Minnetonka. 5, Neil Abramson of the Sharks. 6, Carson Whitty, Minnetonka. 7, Emmett Botten, North Suburban. And lane 8, Alex Zern, North Suburban. And a 56.9 for Neil. 56.9 for Neil. And now the girls 400 IM. And now the girls 400 IM. He won. The 400 IM, the best event in the program. The best event in the program. Unless you're swimming it. In lane 1, Allie Hahn of Edina. Lane 2, Maggie Farley of Edina. Lane 3, Olivia Dolan, Riptide. In lane 4, Catherine Bonneville of Riptide. Lane 5, Madeline Gow, Rochester. Lane 6, Taylor Thompson of Edina. In lane 7, Nora Cordum, Northfield. And lane 8, Bree Brockman of Rochester. Catherine Bonneville with a nice backstroke. Bonneville with a nice backstroke to 26 at the halfway point. 26 at the halfway point. Here are the qualifiers for the 100 fly for girls. Second alternate is Maddie Schrank. We will need a swim off, very possibly. Depending on scratches, we have a tie for 24th between Sydney Detman and Val Childs. Qualifying 23rd, Sarah Hurley. 22nd, Faith McAdam. 21, Tate Dio. 20, Mary McCormick. 19, Stella Bouchard. 18, Claudia Chang. Emily Harstad. 17, Emily Harstad. Qualifying 16. Qualifying 16. 15, Allie Jennifer Deal. Pearson. 15, 14, Jennifer Pearson. 14, Anna Farley. 13, Peyton Hultgren. 12, Adriana Clement. 11, Julia Bartel. 10, Faith Larson. And 9, Abby Volker. Qualifying into the A final, Kaya Flaherty. 7th, Grayson Andreen. 6, Maggie Farley. 5, Lydia Cameron. 4, Ava McNamara. 3, Lily Van Heel. 2, Haley Zellen. And our top qualifier with a time of 103.12 from St. Croix, Evie Wood. Official meet time is 12:06. This event closes at 12:36. And you are reminded to scratch anyone who does not intend to swim tonight, whether they qualified or not. Heat 2. Heat 2. In lane 1 from Minnetonka, Sarah Hurley. Lane 2, Aquajets, Natalie Hendricks. In lane 3 from Riptide, Anna Schrag. Lane 4 from Foxjets, just turning 17 today, Ileana Auerbach. Lane 5, Riptide's Tessa Lindstrom. 6 from Foxjets, Madison Parkin. In 7 from Riptide, Elizabeth Oakland. And in lane 8 from Edina, Faith McAdam. lane 8, Faith McAdam had a nice butterfly, and she's adding a nice backstroke to it. Also swimming a nice backstroke here in lane 2, Natalie Hendricks. Going to be pretty close racing at the halfway point here. Touch first. Looks like Faith might touch first. We'll have faith in Ms. McAdam. 2:35.9 at the halfway point. 2:35.9 at the halfway point. Really nice breaststroke leg here by birthday girl Eliana in lane 4. And she will head into the freestyle. Else is swimming breaststroke. While everybody else is swimming breaststroke. Long-standing tradition in the sport of swimming that you set personal records on your birthday. We're looking at a 4:20, 5:24, and there it is. 5:24, and there it is. Eliana, happy birthday. Eliana, new personal record. Birthday, a new personal record. And a big time drop. And a big time drop. E3. E3. Swimming in lane 2 is Anya Naimo of Edina. Lane 3, Sophie Blixt of Rochester. In lane 4, Allie Deal, Sea Devils. Lane 5, Addison Forche of SEMS. Lane 6, Greta Henson, West Express. Lane 7 from Rochester, Sam Olchin. And in lane 8, also from SEMS, Jordan Lindeen. Big fly by Ellie Deal, 108.2. By Ellie Deal, 108.2. Leg belongs to Sophie. Breaststroke leg belongs to Sophie. And she's swimming like she's going to be down in the teens as well. I predict a 5:15.7 for Sophie. And a 5:16.2. And a 5:16.2. Allie with a 5:18. Allie with a 5:18. That 5:16 moves into number one on the list. Heat four. In lane 1, Sky Schmidt, St. Croix. Lane 2, Mary Miller, Blackline. Lane 3, Sophie Klossman of Fox Jets. Lane 4, Claire Kinseth, Riptide. In lane 5, Claire's teammate Stella Bouchard. Lane 6, Maggie Aron of Blackline. Lane 7, Sophie Norstead of Edina. And lane 8, Maya Tellez of Sems. Stella and Sophie right together after the butterfly. Right around 110, high 9. And after the backstroke, really solid backstrokes. Still Sophie and Stella. Remember, there are only 2 circle-seated heats, so this is heat 4 of 6. The top in this heat and the top times on the leaderboard are very likely to make it in. Here are the qualifiers for the boys 100 fly. Second alternate, Jack Geprich. First alternate, Gunnar Severson, qualifying into the C final. In 24th, Ethan Kosin. 23, Noah Cochran, tied for 21. Matt Bomberger and Rylan Close. 20th, Brandon Pankin. 19, Matthew Warwick. 18, Lucas McGann. 17, Morgan Gillard, qualifying into the B final. 16, Elliot Bartell. 15, Caden Cheng, tied for 13. Carson Whitty and Emmett 12. Max Satry. Max 11th, Mason Keppers. 11th, 10th, Mason Keppers. Gage Boucher. And 9, Gray Cisco. Qualifying into the A final in 8th, Evan Whitty. 7th, Philip Jensen. 6th, Matthew Walker. 5th, Sven Becker. 4th, Neil Abramson. 3rd, Grady Evenson. 2nd, Juan Pablo Montori. And our top qualifier with a time of 55.78. From Riptide, Max Castle. Official meet time is 12:24. This event will close at 12:54. And you are asked to please scratch anywhere on the sheet if you know that you do not intend to swim tonight. And Stella with a nice freestyle leg brings it in at 5:15. Brings it in at 5:15. Now heat 5. Now heat 5. This is the first of our two circle-seated heats in the 4IM. In lane 1, Megan Englert of Aquajets. Lane 2, Molly Johnson of Riptide. Lane 3, Maddie Schrank of Edina. Lane 4, Anna Farley, Edina. And one more Edina Swim Club swimmer, Erica Schraber. In lane 5, lane 6, Linnea Calabo, Aquajets. Lane 7, Maya Kangas of Minnetonka. And lane 8, Alana Biebel, St. Croix. And by 3/100ths of a second, Maddie Schrank first at the 50. Anna and Maddie both with 107s. Coaches' time trial heat sheets are available at the table where you usually pick up your stuff. There will be 5 heats of time trials. Anna swimming freestyle first, followed by Erica. And then sort of a little surprise over in lane 8, Alana Biebel. Swimming way ahead of her time trial pace.
And Anna with a nice 504.
And Anna with a nice 504.
That's her best time.
That's her best time.
And improves on her futures
cut
by
on
a
her
second.
futures cut by a second. Erica Schraber. Erica Schraber.
At 5'10. At 5'10.
5:13 for Alana Biebel over in lane 8. For Alana Biebel over in lane 8. It's a 5-second drop. It's a 5-second drop.
Heat 6. Heat 6.
In lane 1, Kira Arnus of Hastings. Lane 2, Christine Kessens of Foxjets. Lane 3, Ella Passy of Riptide. Lane 4, her teammate Tate Deal. And lane 5, completing the trio of Riptide swimmers in the middle, is Caroline Mulrooney. In lane 6, Katie Miller of Blackline. Lane 7, Holly Leonards of St. Cloud Y. And lane 8, Audrey Peterson of Edina. Lane 3, Ella hitting the backstroke pretty hard, but working for her, and she leads at the 150. Ella trying to hold it together here in the breaststroke, keeping her turnover up. Not quite the same distance per stroke as Caroline and Tate in 5 and 4, but she's hanging in there. 5:04, the time to beat. That's Anna Farley's time from heat 5. And Ella first with her Riptide teammates not far behind. We'll see who brought their freestyle. We have a swim off for
We have a
24th
swim
place
off
in the
for
24th place
women's
in the
100 butterfly,
women's
girls
100 butterfly, girls 100
fly.
between Sydney Detman and Val
Between
Childs.
Sydney Detman
that
and
will
Val
take
Childs.
place. That will take place after
The 400 boy, after the boys
400 IM,
after the
and
boys 400 IM,
before the
and
time trials.
Before the
This
time
will occur
trials.
before
This will
the
occur
time
before
trials.
the time trials.
Now the boys 4 IM, he won.
The boys 4 IM, he won.
In lane 3, Bennett Wagner of the Minute Flyers. Lane 4, Elliot Subi of Tuna. Lane 5, Jake Peterson, Northfield. And lane 6, Zach Ochani of Edina.
Bennett 223.9 at the halfway
223.9 at the halfway point.
He and Jake about the same speed in the backstroke.
There's nice 5:07. There's nice 5:07 for Jake. It's his best time. Jake. It's his best this year time. By a bit. This year by a bit. Heat 2. Heat 2. Swimming in lane 1, Reese Haycraft of the Aquajets. Lane 2, Mark Heidi, Riptide. Lane 3, Ethan LaBounty, South Metro Storm. Lane 4, Dane Dow, Blackline. Lane 5, Caden Starsinski, Minnetonka. Lane 6, Tristan Herbst, Riptide. Gavin Potter of Rochester. Gavin Potter of Rochester. Jovan Langseth lane 8, of Riptide. Jovan Langseth of Riptide. We have some yard seat times. We have some yard seat times. So there'll be some in this. So there'll be some surprises perhaps on the outside. At the halfway point, Mark Heidi. Mark Heidi in at 2:17.6. Keep in mind that Mark is our 800-meter champion from last night, so he should have a good second half. And Mark now into his freestyle. And mark will be somewhere in the low 440s. And that will be a very competitive time. Only 2 seed times right now under 449. And mark in at a 444.9. Now heat 3. Now heat 3. In lane 1 from West Express is Matthew Krogman. Lane 2 from Velo City, Sam Swanson. In lane 3 from Hastings, Philip Jensen. Lane 4 from Riptide, Miguel San Jose. Lane 5 from Rochester, Jensen Richard. Lane 6 from Edina, Lucky Biscan. Lane 7 from Rochester, Grady Barfredi. And in lane 8 from Rochester, Eli Holmes. Here are the qualifiers for the girls 400 IM. Second alternate, Linnea Calabo. First alternate, Maya Kangas. Into the C final. Into the 20 final. Olivia Dolan. 23rd, Olivia Dolan. 23rd, Maya Tellez. Tessa Lindstrom. 21st, Greta Hansen. 21st, 20th, Greta Hansen. Addison Forshea. Addison Forshea. 19th, Maddie Gow. 18, Katie Miller. 17, Anna Schrag. Qualifying into the B final. In 16th, Catherine Bonneville. 15, Christine Kessens. 14, Sophie Norstead. 13, Sam Olchen. 12, Ellie Deal. 11th, Eliana Auerbach. 10th, Sophie Blixt. And 9th, Stella Bouchard. Qualifying into the A final. In 8th place, Maddie Schrank. 7, Alina Biebel. 6, Holly Lenners. 5, Tate Deal. 4th, Erica Schraber. 3rd, Caroline Mulrooney. 2nd, Ella Passy. And our top qualifier with a time of 5:04.23 from Edina, Anna Farley. Official time is 12:50. This event will close at 1:20. And coaches and swimmers, remember you need to scratch no matter where you are on the sheet if you do not intend to swim. And Miguel for 3:46 after the breaststroke, just right ahead of Jensen. And Jensen Richards, good freestyle. Bring him in at 4:53.45. That goes to number 2 on the list. And now heat 4. In lane 1, Drew Waring of Aquajets. Lane 2, Aiden Haverman of Southeast Metro. Lane 3, Sullivan Labno, South Metro Storm. Lane 5, Hunter Ridding, Riptide. Lane 6, Caleb Urban, Hastings. Lane 7, Braxton Helmers of Foxjets. And lane 8, Max Louie of Minnetonka. This the first of our circle-seated heats with 1 heat to go. Hunter first at the halfway turn. And Hunter, 3:41.8. Hunter's best time so far, 4:43. And it goes into a 4:49. Now heat 5. In lane 1, Brandon Wilsick of Tiger Sharks. Lane 2, Will Curvin, Hurricanes. Lane 3, Charlie Folks, Fox Jets. In lane 4, James McCarthy of Aqua Jets. Lane 5, Mark Jacoby Crone, Edina. Lane 6, Wyatt Fredine, St. Croix. Lane 7, Tucker Holmes of Rochester. And lane 8, Isaac Pan of the Minnesota Flyers. And James McCarthy, 60.4 in the fly. And remember, after this heat, we will have a swim-off for 24th place in the 100 fly between Sidney Detman and Val Childs. And James, Mark Jacoby Crone, Tucker Holmes, all posting 110 backstroke splits. And James McCarthy clearly brought his breaststroke to the pool this morning. And James already has his juniors cut. And all he needs to do is get in. and a 4:33.06, and that is obviously a junior national cut, a shade off of his seed time. Another shot tonight, obviously, and a 4:39 for Mark Jacoby Crone. Next up is a swim off in the 100-meter butterfly. Swimming in lane 4, St. Croix, Sydney Detman. And in lane 5 from the Sea Devils, Val Childs. He won. Only 27 hundredths apart at the 50. Looks like Sydney might be coming on here a little bit. At the flags, it's Sydney. And rolled it in at a 105.58. And Sydney improved her time as well, but Val improved her time. Sydney will move on to the C final. And now a series of time trials. First up is a 50-meter time trial. And Liam, we're going to need you at the other end of the pool. In lane 4 is Hurricanes, Liam Shones. He won. $27.15 for Liam. Next up from the diving well end is a mix of 200-meter freestyles. He won. In lane 3, Karen Lund of the Aquajets. In lane 4, Nate Like of Tuna. And lane 5, Hayden Lenners of St. Cloud. $209 for Hayden. Nice 2:15.7 for Karen and Nate in at 2:18. Next up is 100-meter breaststroke and 100-meter butterfly. He won. Swimming breaststroke. In lane 1, Zane Lester. Lane 2, Mason Keppers. And lane 3, Kendall Schindler. Swimming butterfly in lane 5, Caden Assumption. In lane 6, Ewan Parata. And lane 7, William Truskowski. Next up, 100-meter backstrokes and 100-meter freestyle. He won. Swimming 100 backstroke in lane 2, Patrick Curran. Swimming 100 freestyle in lane 4, Madison Whitty. Lane 5, Sophia Klausman. Lane 6, Kyle O'Connor. And lane 7, Anthony Whitty. And a 58.95 for Patrick. A nice swim. Under a minute. In lane 6 for Kyle O'Connor. Next up is a heat of 200 backstrokes and 200 fly combined. Thank you, Summers. Lane 2 is Rachel Broadhead, and lane 3, Anthony Hoyt, swimming 200 backstroke. In lane 5, swimming 200 butterfly, Isaac Pan. Here are the qualifiers for the boys 400 IM. Second alternate is Jake Peterson. First alternate, Joe Waring. Qualifying into the C final, we have a tie for 23rd between Brandon Wilczek and Sam Swanson. 22, Gavin Potter. 21, Jovan Langseth. Number 20, Dane Dow. 19th, Matthew Krogman. 18, Sullivan Labno. And 17, Max Louie. Qualifying into the B final, 16, Eli Holmes. 15, Grady Barcrady. 14, Ethan LeBounty. For 13, Tucker Holmes. 12, Lucky Biscan. 11, Caleb Urban. 10, Reese Haycraft. And 9th, Aiden Haberman. Qualifying into the A final. At 8th, Miguel San Jose. 7th, Will Curvin. 6th, Jensen Richard. 5th, Wyatt Fredine. 4th, Charlie Folks. 3rd, Mark Heidi. 2nd, Mark Jacoby Crone. And our top qualifier with a time of 4:33.06 from Aquajets, James McCarthy. Official time is 1:19. This event will close at 1:49. And remember, coaches, Be sure to scratch or declare your intent to swim or not swim anywhere on the sheet. And Isaac with a nice 2:12.29. Anthony is a 2:19.9. And Rachel, 2:27.79. Next up, 400-meter freestyle time trial in lane 4, Tori Carlson, and lane 5, Quinn Harvey. Just a note to swimmers still in the building and wishing to cool down, the diving well will remain open for cool down. Following this time trial, we will close the competition pool. So the competition pool will be closed at the conclusion of this heat. Diving well will remain open for your cool down. And Quinn Harvey under 5 minutes. And just over is Tori. And that concludes our morning session. And once again, the competition pool is going to be closed and cool downs in the diving well. Thanks, everybody. We'll look forward to seeing you tonight for finals